What up, guys? Hey, I want to show you two common movement pattern faults that we see both in the squat pattern and in the pulling pattern. So front squat, back squat, goblet squat, whatever that may be, and then also a deadlift or like a clean pull. And those two common faults are overextension, okay, to drive up out of the bottom or initiate the pull from the floor, and then also the hips shooting up early. And the reason it's not happening is because we're not driving through our legs, okay? We're trying to kick on and use our lumbar spine versus push through those legs to make sure the bar is moving. So in a front squat demonstration, all right, we want to maintain this upright posture, right? Because this torso stays upright because the bar is resting on my shoulders. So if I'm doing a hands-free front squat and I'm going down, but my hips want to shoot up early, the bar rolls off my hands, right, or off my shoulders. But if I do it properly, when I get to the bottom and I drive through my legs and my hips and the bar moving at the same time, okay, that means I'm staying in a good position. So I want to drive the knees out, sit straight down, drive through those quads. If I don't push through those quads, then the hips shoot up early and the bar rolls out. That's where you see that elbow drop position, the upper back collapse, and all hell breaks loose. Now with the back squat, it's very similar, right? The hips do want to outrun, okay, the bar a lot. So I go down, okay, and make sure when you go down, it starts from the top. So I don't want to overextend through that lumbar spine. If you do want to sit back a little bit, you need to hinge at your hips. So you can see my spine is staying nice and neutral. I'm not falling into this extension pattern. So I want to hinge, drive my knees out, sit straight down. But I want them in the bottom. I need to push through my legs, so my legs are extending and the bar is moving at the same time. I don't want my hips to outrun the bar, okay? I also want to get to, when I get to the bottom, I want to avoid overextending. The head shoots up, now I feel all this tension on my low back, but I need to make sure that I push through the legs, not try to overextend and then stand up. Hey, so we talked about the squat with the movement faults being overextension or the hips shooting up early. It's the same thing whether we're doing a deadlift, RDL, or a pull off the floor, saying going into a clean or a snatch. So if I'm starting from the top on an RDL, it starts at the beginning, okay? I need to have my stance and my grip, and then my position is I want to hinge to initiate the movement, not go into overextension to start. If I go into overextension to start, usually I'm probably gonna get to the bottom and then try to overextend to come up out of that, okay? So if I maintain a nice neutral spine, I hinge at my hips. Now from here, I wanna drive through my legs, not try to overextend and pull with my low back. So if you have somebody that doesn't have any back issues, but they have back issues when they do in a pull, okay, it's probably because they're initiating that movement from the lumbar spine first. So they're trying to overextend rather than push through the legs. So it's the same thing when I get to the bottom of my deadlift, okay? I want to make sure that my shoulders and my hips are rising at the same time. In order to do that, though, I have to push through my legs, okay? So I can't overextend. I also can't have my hips shooting up early and then try to treat it like an RDL, okay? So we don't want the stripper deadlift position. Like I said, shoulders and hips rise at the same time. As soon as I get above the knees, now I can extend my hips, okay, and finish that top position. Then when I go down, I hinge, okay, not overextend, but I hinge at my hips. Once I get below the knee, now I can squat down, okay? So the drill on the wall, okay, that goes along with these common movement patterns will hopefully fix that and teach you how to push through those legs. Then you can come back over here, practice your squat, your pulling. What up, guys? Hey, this is an awesome corrective drill that I'm going to show you on the wall to fix that overextension pattern or the hips outrunning the bar. So what you're going to do is set up in a bodyweight squat with your heels about a foot off the wall, okay? When you go down in the bottom of that bodyweight squat, you want your butt like an inch or two off the wall. You want to be very close to it. You don't want to be so far away where you're falling back in the wall, losing your balance. So I'm going to set up, I'm going to go down, okay? And now when I get to the bottom of my squat, my butt's right there, okay? So I just sit my butt back, and then from here, I'm gonna lean my shoulders up against the wall as well. Now, I feel my quads big time. So from here, it teaches me how to drive through my legs. I can't stand up by overextending or my hips outrunning, right? So I can't do this, and I can't do this. I'm not moving anywhere, and those are the areas that we're trying to correct, whether we're pulling the bar off the floor or we're doing a squat pattern. So from here, when I drive through my legs, and this is what's teaching you, is to push through your legs like a leg press. When I push through my legs, my hips and shoulders and the bar are moving at the same time, right? So I avoid those two common patterns. I want you to practice this, feel this, and then go over and practice, whether it's your deadlift, right? Trap bar deadlift, straight bar deadlift. When I drive through my legs, I want to see my legs extend and the hips and shoulders and the bar all moving at one, not the hips outrunning or trying to overextend in my low back. Same thing on your back squat, same thing on your front squat, okay? Give this a try. Let us know how it goes.